Y'all been hearing me talking about all my cars all week long here at Universal Technical Institute. Come on in, step inside C&H Motorsports in Longwood, Florida, where I keep all my hot rods. So this is my infamous Black Widow. She's my favorite in the fleet. I hate saying that with my other cars around. They get mad that I have favorites. And inside of the Black Widow's heart, we started with a 5.3 liter LQ9 block. It has forged rods, pistons, you name it, as much as you can do to one of those stock blocks. It's got it done. It's the 8891 LS series precision turbo.
So like Adam said, it's a built 5.3. It's pretty much as far as you can take it. It makes 1,000 wheel horsepower kind of a deal.
You can see it here. So they fabricated it, all the roll cage, and it's all built for me, which is, you know, not the normal build. So we got the swing out bars. It's NHRA certified 850 cage, pop off MPI steering wheel. I had these Kirkleys, like they're not full custom, but we had to take them and expand them to be able to get the girth of the meat castle himself in this thing. It's got the parachute on the back because every street car needs a parachute. This is a street car. Look, it's got air conditioning on it. Got the digital Haltech gauges in it. The fun part, yeah! We made it. All right, so this is my 2020 S550 Mustang, AKA the Silver Fox. She's got a Hellion twin turbo sleeper kit on it with mirrored precision 6266s. It has a built 10R80 transmission by Brett LaSalle in it. It has full it's a G-Force drive shaft, I believe.
Yeah, it is G-Force.
Carbon fiber drive shaft, axles, full suspension, drag radials, pretty much it's still a bolt-on car, but it's pretty much every bolt-on that you can do with it. If we run it on E85, on Renegade E85, it makes right at 1,010 horsepower to the rear tires and the same in torque on 16 pounds of boost. 16 pounds of boost. It's pretty useless on the street at 16 pounds of boost. We run it around at about 6 pounds, which is the wastegate, and it makes 745 on the wastegate. So the cool thing with this is, I mean, all the modern commodities you saw with my Grand National, stuff like that, it's more race car-ish. This is something that I can jump in and go out on a date, run to the airport comfortably. You have no idea that this car has anything done to it if you're driving it around normal until you step into it and you wake them snails up. And then to the normal eye, it kind of looks normal or stock. So a lot of these kits, the people will run the actual up pipe from the turbos through the stock intake, and it'll be completely sleevers. It's got a plastic panel. It says like 5.0 Mustang and stuff on it. So to the untrained eye, if you look under here right now, really all you see is this pipe, and you're kind of like, what is this? And this little filter and a couple fuel pressure regulators. So it's pretty neat how they designed this kit. The turbos mount on the back of the motor underneath by the transmission. We'll have to do it the old-fashioned way and get in and start the car with our fingers. Arguably, the one in my fleet that gets talked about the most anytime I take it out, go to the car shows, is my 1997 limited edition Toyota Supra, AKA Hella. It's a 15-year anniversary, 1997. It was an original twin turbo, 6-speed target top, premium leather interior. I'm the second owner of the car. It's got 90,000 miles on the body. Currently, right now, I am running. Guess what do you think's in here? I think there's a 2J in here, or did I LS swap it? Or did I blow up the motor and there's nothing in it? That's what happened. So no, right now, yeah, my motor's being rebuilt. I got a 3.4 liter stroker 2JZ. Runs a 75, 76 millimeter precision on it. I am one of very few, I don't know exactly the numbers, but as you see in here, what we were just zooming in on, this beautiful billet bell housing in here is a Powerhouse Racing 6R80 conversion kit. So the 6R80 transmission came in the 2011 to 2017 Mustangs. It is a 6-speed automatic, fully built by Brett LaSalle. He's built, I think he still holds the world record on the 6R80. They've been in the 7 seconds, low 7 seconds with this 6-speed automatic. It's got a trans brake on it. Drive shaft, it doesn't have axles in it. I just recently broke an axle, got that fixed, got it back, and then spun 3 rod bearings in it. I've got the Cabot seats, I think I'm pronouncing that right. She's dirty. She's been sitting for a minute. Run the weld drags. Mickey Thompson's on the back. I run Mickey Thompson's on everything. Got BC custom coilovers. This car is all corner balanced for me and my weight. With me in this car, it's a little over 3,500 pounds. That iconic fat booty right there. Look at all that booty meat. And last but certainly not least, El Chapo. El Chapo is my 2022 F-150. This has been a very special, hot rods all over the place. This has been a very special build for me. I've been trying to find one of these trucks for 3 years. They're really, really hard to get. So it's a single cab F-150, 4-wheel drive, short bed. It has the Gen 4 Coyote 5.0 V8 in it and the 10R80 10-speed automatic. It's got, it's lowered 5 inches in the rear, 3 inches in the front, upper and lower control arm shocks all the way around. I'm still waiting on headlights to come in. Steven paint matched the bumper, so this had chrome bumpers on it from the factory. He paint matched it to the truck. And then they slapped power adder on it. Because it's, of course, you got to boost everything. So this has a Gen 5 Whipple 3-liter supercharger on it. It's a Stage 2 kit that comes from Whipple. This truck is technically under factory warranty. The kit is advertised to be a 775 horsepower kit to the crank. We got it on the dyno with the stock tune from Whipple, and it made,
I think, right at 600.
Yeah, right at 600.
We're seeing a lot of them make like 580. Just depends on the dyno, depends on the temperature outside.
But this thing is, like I said, it's so much fun to drive. We put it in 4-wheel high, launch the piss out of it. Just driving around, same thing with this. If you're out of the pedal, it drives like a stock truck. It cruises nice down the interstate. Surprisingly, it's roomy. Everybody always gives me like, how do you fit in it? Well, you just saw it fit in it very comfortably. It's a lot more roomy than you think. And the cool thing is these things aren't that heavy. There's some guys out there, shout out to Midnight Performance because they've been helping along the way. They're in Houston as well. They've got a truck that goes 8 3s in a quarter mile. It's a 2018 twin turbo build. So these things are becoming really, really popular. They have like this cult iconic following around these single cab trucks. And as I said, to the normal eye, you just see a little pickup truck, but people know now these things. When you see a lowered 4-wheel drive F-150, be careful. Hands-on, high-tech, in demand. Train for a career in transportation, skilled trades, or energy at Universal Technical Institute.